Once again, hello the internet and welcome back to yet another video by us. Today I want to talk about, or I guess I want to answer the question more for myself than anything else really, why I love running waterfalls so much. Sounds like a bit of an odd question at the beginning, but if you think about it, we travel so far, we spend so much money to get to these waterfalls, we risk getting injured, not being able to go kayak for a long time. We take all these risks just to experience those few seconds of free fall, and on a rational base there's no reason why you would ever do that, right? So I guess this is like a try for me to explain why I do love running waterfalls so much and why it's worth it for me in the end of the day. First off, it's definitely the mental challenge, which I enjoy a lot. You know, you get to that waterfall, you see it with your own eyes for the first time, and you're like, whoa, this is scary, this is big and all that. And you're really like fighting your inner fear and your inner weak points, trying to convince yourself that you can do it, and you deal with all that, and you go through all these different states of emotions until you decide to fire it up. And that's a really interesting part for me, because like being able to trust myself and learning to trust my own decisions, which is super crucial when it comes to running big drops, because you're scouting something, you come up with a plan, what you think might work on that waterfall, but you do have to trust your abilities and your skills, and you have to be able to gauge it properly, because if you mess up your line, you're dealing with injuries or worse really quick. So you really learn to trust yourself and your own decisions by doing stuff like that, and that definitely translates into a bigger meaning for sure. In just a general life, you know, you're like way more confident, you're able to trust yourself, which is something I haven't experienced like that before, or I wasn't able to learn and to understand as good as with running big waterfalls. Another thing is, when you're out there and you're about to go run a big waterfall, a big drop, whatever, you just clean your mind from everything else. All the bullshit, everything which is like buggering your mind is gone, your mind is blank, you're in that flow state, right? You're so focused. So doing scary stuff like that really helps me just to like clean my mind, empty my mind from all like everything I have in my head, work, obligatories, all that. It's just gone. I'm 100% focused, I'm 100% in the moment, and that definitely is a feeling which is not that easy to achieve these days with so many distractions. As you know, your phone is ringing, something's going on in the background, you have to deal with that, answer this email, all that kind of stuff. You like answer that person, make up this plan, think about this and that. All that is gone whilst you're in the zone, and that is an amazing feeling to experience again. It's one of the purest, one of the best feelings I like enjoy, so definitely a big reason why I like it. So you know, you get to the waterfall and you scout it, and you make up your mind, you really identify and you break it down for the entrance, for the lip and all that. You set your visual markers and you try to find your calm state, trying to like slow down your breathing, slow down your heart rate, trying to be confident and as calm as possible. And then you make your call, you're gonna go do it, and you're gonna go to a kayak and you're gonna put on, you're gonna sit in your boat, really feel it out, tighten up the back band, you're gonna put on your spray deck, you're gonna make sure it sits nice and right, you won't pop at impact, you're just really reassuring yourself, and then you push off and then you're in the water above the waterfall, or maybe there's an entrance rapid to it, but you're in the calm water. And then, you know, like you open up your PFD, you put that mouth guard in, and that's, you know, when it's game on. You check your GoPro one last time, you wait for your friends, see if safety is ready, see if media is ready, you give the thumbs up, you get the thumbs up from your friends, and then you know it's go time. It's the only thing left now is to go and send it. So I splash my face, feel the water out, and then I look downstream and it just looks like you're at the edge of the world, and you know the second you peel out you're gonna fall off that, and you're gonna wait and you try to feel it out, you know, I don't know why, but there's like sometimes you just feel that's the moment to go, and just then you're waiting, and at some point you just feel it, you feel it's the moment to go, and then you peel out, you know, and then you approach the lip and you get close to it, and the second like my bow comes over the lip and I stare down, like that's when time really slows down. I can see the droplets fly past me, I can see my kayak drop, I see the safety kayaker and my friends at the bottom of the drop, and you know, my kayak starts falling, starts free falling, starts accelerating, and I do the stuff I want to do off the waterfall. I put my strokes and all that. I spot the landing. I have that brief view for a few split seconds, and it's amazing. You see the landing, you see the backdrop and all that. It's a crazy cool spot to be in. And then you fall and it goes fast, and then you like do what you do. You like throw your paddle, you tuck up, whatever you do, and then you impact, and then you might get rocked at the bottom or not, and then you reappear, and you know, all of a sudden you're like 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 feet lower elevation than you just were a few seconds ago, and you're at the bottom of the drop. And that's when like all these emotions kick in, and you're so stoked on life, and you feel like $1 million really, and you chill with your friends and all that. And yeah, I guess that is a big reason for me why I love running waterfalls. Nonetheless, the dangers, the risks, the efforts, all that, it's all worth it for moments like that.
And this, my friends, is why I love waterfalls. It's a crazy mental game. Up there, you know, like before you do kayak, you're like all nervous and shit. The second you pop your spray deck, you close it, you look so focused. Then all this goes down, you get to the bottom and everything goes good. It's happy days. I'm stoked. I love waterfalls. Woo!
For example, last year in Chile, we got broken into our car, and I lost my backpack with around 8 grand worth of camera gear and computer gear and all that, just after we ran a waterfall called La Leona, and I had to go back home and work and make up for that loss. But for some reason in my head it was still worth it. It's so crazy. Like, I'm happy to spend or lose that much money or pay that much money in return for being able to experience and do something cool as running that waterfall. Like, I guess it's just one of those things where money has no value really. Like, that's always gonna stick with me, and it's always gonna be a part of who I am and what I've done. So it's a crazy feeling, and everybody who has the abilities to do it, I can only strongly encourage to tap into that side of things, because it is as unique and as crazy as it's gonna get really, and I'm for sure gonna stick with it for the next little bit.
But that's the part no one tells you about. The hike outs usually suck.